Here we go. Okay, so, alright, so, before we continue our adventure in Fenor, let's talk about the worst D&D character ever in any of my games. Would
Are we talking
anyone...
about Sarasi?
We are talking about Sarasi.
We're always talking about Sarasi.
So
We
Sarasi
have
was
not-
Richard's character.
They're the worst. Just absolutely abysmal. Nothing redeemable whatsoever. Just the only thing. No, she didn't even die. Like that's. I can't even say that's a redeemable factor. She's in my character's inventory from that game because I didn't even trust her with being dead. Like
You don't know what kind of havoc she could have caused.
I don't know. So she's contained.
Literally caused an almost world-ending incident, and that's how she got taken out of the game.
Yeah. So, other things that Sarasi had done. So Sarasi was a snake woman.
Yeah.
Other things Sarasi done. Left a fight to go eat at a diner.
Took, like, it would have taken 100 turns to get back into the fight.
Yeah, it would have taken that long. What other things has she done? Let's list them all.
She ruined the sewers for Thorin.
That's right.
What else? There was also... I think there was a time she mind raped some guy
Yeah.
with a warlock spell because he got in her
Yeah.
way.
No,
There was
yeah.
also
A
the
bunch of civilians for no reason.
There were the space cows that she let loose.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the
that
fucking
one-
space cows. Oh
We can't
god,
say
the
that
mooing.
Sarasi's bad
mooing.
because like none of us knew. None of us knew that the space cows would start killing people.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
didn't know they were a thing. I was outside. We never got in, remember?
So
Freaking
to, gi-
fucking like, dude.
so to give some, Richard, your mic is blowing up a lot. Are you
Sounds like you're
tapping it?
outside.
No, I think he's blowing air into it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I don't have a problem. Sorry.
that's fine. So to give some context for the game, this was in this was in my last game, which was known as Ash, and Ash was I could have done better, to say the least, but basically is a grimdark setting set in a futuristic, basically snow globe contained cities, and
It's science fantasy.
It's-
Science fantasy.
it's science
Cyberpunk.
fantasy, and
Isn't that generally abbreviated as sci-fi? Or well, no,
no,
thinking
science
sci-
fiction is different from science fantasy.
I was thinking.
Star,
Like there were
some
guns,
reason in
but
my
also
mind-
wizards.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm spewing bullshit. Ignore me.
Star Trek is science fiction, while Star Wars is science fantasy.
Yeah.
Because you got spaceships, but you also got space wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the difference. I just had a major brain fart there.
So, so now that we have that out of the way, let's get back to the game at hand. So, to recap, the party
have a
was tasked
tank
with
now.
with finding the gnomes who had gotten an entire crate full of gnome blight.
We then got a cat drunk for 6 hours instead.
And they found us.
They found them looking for Tipsy Tim, and they had convinced the gnomes to walk instead of taking their tank to Tipsy Tim's house since they're completely out of the gourd, and had replaced the tank holding up the load-bearing wall with 3 stools made from ironwood.
The glories of D&D, everybody.
The glory of D&D. And now we resume with the bartender saying, "You know, I really don't know whether to beat you all senseless, congratulate you, pat you on the back, or order a hit squad on you.
That'd be animal cruelty, mate.
I really can't decide here."
What if we just call it even? Just start over.
You know what? That's good. So,
Good
Here-
evening. Nice to meet you. I am Vultan the Blessed.
quite. You can just call me
Not quite
Barkeep.
that far back.
But, we do have a situation on our hands. And that's if what Tipsy Tim told me earlier is that entire crate of gnome blight, well, Tim doesn't smuggle stuff in small doses. There's still an entire crate out there in the city somewhere. And, if I had to guess, they built that entire rolling thing in just a few hours. If they have that stuff for days, there may not be a city left.
Well, when they showed up, it seemed like they were trying to get more of it. Does that
Which
mean
means
that they've
someone
gone
else
through,
has more.
or that means that they've gone through a disturbing amount of gnome blight?
Either way, it's not a good sign. The gnome population here is rather small, funnily enough. But it's... We only saw, how many were there? 5 of them? Maybe 6?
They said something about 12 legs.
12 legs. So 6 of them, yes.
Once they're all jacked up on that gnome blight stuff, I don't imagine them having the self-control to ration it out. So they probably just downed the entire crate. That is, assuming they found the entire crate.
But if they downed it, and how long does it last for a gnome again?
About 3 hours.
Okay, so at most they could have had 2 doses because we were getting drunk for 6 hours. Even if they have a stronger dose, that's not going to... That would expand the time slightly, but I'm thinking that there must still be more.
Oh, there's definitely more. The question is whether or not they have it.
Well, they weren't carrying a crate, and the crate's not in their tank, so...
And they were also looking for Tim to give them more.
That's true.
So this means there must be a third party.
Or they misplaced it.
Also a possibility.
Because gnomes, gnome blight, they are quite...
Irrational.
They're quite irrational. They put the crate aside, suddenly it doesn't exist while they're high. So if you find that crate before they find it, crisis averted. And unfortunately, I think you will have to take the crate to the authorities at this point, because I had a peek through the wall when they burst through. This wasn't the only building they burst through.
I peek through the wall now too, just to look.
You peek through the wall, and you can see straight through about 5 other houses.
Oh, fuck.
And you can
come up with a
Tim,
plan of
now that
attack.
shit's hitting the fan, is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about the situation before we leave? Is there anything you might have been keeping to yourself?
Aside a couple hits, aside from a couple hits, dragon's dandruff, not really, no.
Oi, Tim.
Be safe, I'd like to roll
Where'd you
perception.
put the key?
Yeah, let's look at Tipsy Tim, see what he's doing right now.
Tipsy Tim is currently in the booth he was sitting at hours ago, with a few drinks on his table, currently cowering in the corner. It's like, oh man, I shouldn't have brought that stuff in here. This is a bad idea.
Okay,
Oi.
so
Because basically what I'm getting at is it just one crate, or is this an even bigger problem?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Tim. I'm not the
Alright,
smart.
Oi, Tim.
I'm gonna go to Tipsy Tim.
Yes, what do you want?
I'm gonna go up to where he is.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to him.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit down next to him. Gonna put my big beefy arm around his shoulders,
He looks worried.
and I'm gonna rock him softly from side to side,
He looks real worried.
and hum a calming song that my mother once taught to me. However, I'm singing in Draconic, so it's gonna sound to him like.
All right, I'll confess.
Well, it's just gonna sound like.
Well, that worked, but not in the way I expected.
All right,
Well,
I'll...
since I speak Draconic, I think that's beautiful. I cry.
Roll for
Roll
tears.
for crying.
Roll for tears.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for tears. What do I roll? D20?
I would say I would say either your intelligence or your wisdom. That would determine how sensitive you are.
Ooh. I'm gonna roll wisdom because I have a higher modifier in that.
Does higher mean more sensitive or less?
Higher means more sensitive.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling wisdom then. D20 plus 5. 5? 3.
What's your proficiency?
For just wisdom? Oh, I have a saving throw on that. Would that count?
Oh yeah, I count.
Okay.
Wow!
You
Failed to cry.
Good at all.
you look at your friend, your pal, and you want to cry. You want to cry,
You're off key.
but you can't.
I'm off key. I fucked up.
I was about to cry, and then was off key.
Like I hit a single note.
And that's all I
off
could
key.
focus on.
What a
Will you
terrible
cry from that?
performance.
Would I cry from that? Yeah, let's see.
I think that would be an intelligence.
Plus.
Flat note tears.
That's the real tragedy.
So you're standing here listening to your friend, you hear that sour note, and you just start bawling your eyes out.
Moments like this are what this game is made for.
like you just hears like
You
over the blessed water.
You
Over
are-
the blessed water.
you are a,
Over
His
the
voice
blessed.
cracks, but to anyone that doesn't understand the language, they can't tell that that's not what it's supposed to sound like.
It just all
But it
sounds
really
like
bothers
fucking
Matt.
a dragon roaring and growling and snarling.
Well, not to rain on your parade,
But
we should
Matt, you
probably
are-
figure out where that crate is.
Matt, you are a crying mess right now. So just to clarify for the audience who can't see the chat, the first roll for tears for the beauty of the song was a natural 1, which I know it's not in the book, but I do critical failure on anything. And then he rolled to cry because of the flat note that he sung, and he rolled a critical hit. So he went from bone dry to weeping incessantly in a matter of a couple seconds.
It's great.
Does that count towards very emotional? Because I for sure think it does.
Oh wait, you are a wreck.
Oh my god.
Should I put that in flaws or personality traits?
It depends what you think of it as.
I think it's a trait. It's an ideal.
Don't go in the sewers.
This is peak
That's a
performance.
standard. That's a standard.
The standard is never go in the sewer level.
It's like
You
crocheted.
have a bond with your emotions. Put it under bonds.
Bonds, emotion. My bond is to chick flicks because they always make me cry.
Hey, so what happened with Max singing a song to Tim?
Yeah, so I'm.
So-
He
so-
said he would
so-
confess everything.
Okay, I'll confess. Okay. I may have not only I may have not only brought in one crate.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That's what I was afraid of.
It might have been a small barge full.
And where's this barge?
Well, that's the thing. You see, normally we only bring in one crate at a time because it's really expensive. But I got some good coin, and you know.
Where's
I figured.
the barge?
Well, I'll get into it. So I figure I'll buy a barge and smuggle it all the way over, and I docked it in the harbor district to sell it to the gnomes, and then they caught whiff of all that good stuff, and then I crawled in here, bleeding.
So I lean in.
So
I
that's
lean
what
in.
that giant barge in the harbor was.
Yeah.
What part of the piers is it parked in?
Um,
And 2, where is the stuff now?
Should we roll to see how big the barge is?
the barge isn't big. It's a very small barge.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's like the. I'm gonna say it's like a galley. No, not a galley. Sorry.
Is it like a river barge?
It's like a river barge, yeah, which
One of
is
those
still a
things where you have, like,
sizable
truck
amount.
You have like
Oh,
a
yeah.
truck or a donkey pulling it,
Yeah,
essentially.
exactly. I put the river barge in the harbor district. I believe it was I believe it was Dock A. No one normally checks that one because it's all the way on the edge, but the gnomes might have moved it. I don't know. I was kind of busy being driven away and stabbed.
Considering that he left the scene immediately afterwards, that's our only lead.
Well, time to go to Donkey!
All right. So you guys.
I've had Tipsy Tim on the shoulder one time, and I say, "Good man," and then I fucking just leave. I'm out. Anybody can follow me if they wish.
I was
Alright.
following you.
Are we sure that the gnomes that are currently on the loose are not more of a threat at the moment?
We convince them to walk.
They're a
They
threat
don't
to Tipsy Tim's house, but not.
Let's split up.
else.
No, that's a dumb idea.
Do we think that they know which house is Tipsy Tim's?
At this
Probably
point, I
not.
don't think they know that Tipsy Tim's house exists.
I think they
can't
forgot
see
about their
it, so
tank too.
Let's
Oh,
take
they
the
did.
tank over there.
Well, we can't.
Why?
It's
They had to
gnome
push the
sized.
tank. It's only going to slow us down.
Well, the cat could fit.
It's also gnome size.
Gnomes are
So,
like
like,
3
the cat
feet
can
tall,
fit in.
dude.
And how tall do you
So the
think
cat can
cats
fit
are
in.
if the cat won't fit?
The cat could probably fit.
The rest of us, no.
The rest of us would be stuck pushing the cats.
Your thigh
we
would
wouldn't
be
even
stuck.
be able to get. We wouldn't even be able to get in the pushing positions because they're built for fucking gnomes.
I assume we could get behind it and push.
Yeah, but that might not be
Yeah.
where you're supposed to push it from.
Well, let's investigate and see where you push it from.
Or we could just leave
Okay.
this fucking useless tank with no gun in it and just
Do
go.
you know if it has a gun in it?
It has no guns.
It has a slingshot.
The Kenku
you
already
roll for cannon?
controlled the explosives in it.
You rolled a perception. You know there's no gun in there.
I didn't roll perception. I rolled perception on the little bearing wall to get it out.
We just know that there were at least 3 bombs in there and a book. We don't know what else is in there.
Okay,
You
I
well,
want
just
me
took
to
what looked
investigate?
interesting.
Oh, can I
Let's-
roll investigation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I roll investigation because I can go inside the tank?
All right, so both of you can roll investigation, or one of you can roll investigation with advantage.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the fucking docks. Whatever.
I feel like Richard
Oh.
should go, and he should get some kind of bonus for being small enough to actually go inside.
All right, so
I don't think I can find the door.
no,
he's a cat. Doors are a mystery to him.
So there's a hatch on top. You can't get past the hatch. You have no thumbs. However, the lizard man, Kirch, easily opens it and looks inside. And looking around, you see a couple bottles with a gooey substance dripping out of them, as they're just discarded on the quote-unquote floor of the tank, which is just a bed sheet, a taut bed sheet. The rest of it is just various snack food and various papers, which appear to have schematics, is what you can ascertain, but it just looks like madness.
How much do you think you could
Alright.
sell those schematics for?
I'm gonna take the schematics because Richard, you're not here.
I'm imagining like the cat just like rubbing at the fucking opener,
I
and then Kirch,
push him away
and
because
then
he's
like
being annoying.
twists the wheel, and then his whole
Alright,
head
fine.
just takes up the fucking hatch.
Here's what I'm going to do after you push me away. I'm going to go over to the gun, and I'm going to make use of the fact that I don't have a collarbone to try and wiggle my way in.
Cat's first gun.
Roll dexterity. Actually, no, this would be acrobatics. Roll acrobatics.
But this is a slingshot, though. It's not like a.
It's not like a
actual
proper gun.
barrel,
It's
is it?
literally just like an open slingshot.
Although, to be fair, in order to be able to use it without being completely exposed, it does have to have some kind of access to the inside.
It does.
Is there a hatch I can close so he can't get in?
No.
Well, I'm taking the schematics. I'm
Alrighty.
going to leave the bottles because I don't trust them.
Alrighty. And are you going
Shall
to
we get
continue
going
climbing your
then?
way inside, Richard?
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on. I'm climbing inside a tank right now.
Alright, roll for it.
Already did.
Oh yes, you did. Yeah, you easily. I say easily, but with some work, you managed to shimmy your way through the barrel of the quote-unquote gun and land yourself onto the floor of the inside tank, which is covered in discarded gnome blight bottles. And it used to have schematics pinned up everywhere, but as you see above, Kirch just took them.
Hey, make sure you sell those. They're probably worth a fortune to the right engineer.
I'll do with them what I wish once I figure out what they're schematics of.
Alright, so, other than just the debris that I'm trying to avoid, there's nothing else in the tank.
Nothing else really of note.
Are we done?
I guess so.
Yeah.
So as you
Can
get,
we do the job now?
Please.
Are you certain that you picked that tank, that hunk of metal, completely clean? Are you sure you don't want to do another, I don't know, 3 sweeps of it?
Well, I mean, you do want to be careful.
Coach, I swear to all
Do you
6
want
gods.
me
I'm
to
just
claw off
kidding.
the tarp?
Let's go.
So- as you guys leave the tavern, leave the tavern area, you can hear through the hole in the wall, barkeep talking to Tipsy Tim. You know you're not getting a cut from any of this, right? And you just hear Tipsy Tim go, oh.
He
Actually,
whimpers.
He whimpers pathetically.
Before we leave, while they were in the tank, I walk up to the bartender and offer to buy 2 bottles of tequila.
Well, I don't know what this tequila stuff is.
2 bottles of liquor.
Oh yeah,
Just any-
that'll do. Would you like some Admiral Mandy's or Colonel Molly's?
I'll go with Admiral Mandy's.
Excellent choice, sir. That'll be 3 silver.
Alright.
So you pick up your fish tasting liqueur and leave. All right.
So I guess we're all out of here. I guess we
we
all head to the
officially
suns.
left now?
It is currently 9:30 at night.
All right,
Most
so
de-
the sunset,
Most decent folk have gone to bed.
because this is medieval times.
We are
And,
not decent folk.
and you see a couple of robed figures, which you can easily identify from the colors as workers of the city. They appear to be wizards of some sort, and they go around waving their hands at the various posts, making them light up with magical fire.
I give them a wave and a
I was just
wink.
imagining this as they're just walking around doing jazz hands.
It's exactly what it is now.
I give them a wave and a saucy wink. Don't know if they respond to that or see it. I'm just doing it.
How saucy is the wink?
I'd say like, if we're on a scale of like 1 to super saucy.
Roll for it.
On a scale of 1 to 20,
All right,
Yeah,
well, let's see.
scale
Let's see
1 to
how
20.
saucy. Do I add my
you add your charisma.
charisma modifier?
Add your charisma to a saucy wink.
So he could break the scale.
Saucy wink.
Just pure charisma? Like should I
Pure,
just do
pure
like a
charisma. Pure charisma. Oh! It's a critical hit on a saucy wink.
How aroused are they right now by my giant dragonborn body?
So, so one of the mages, actually two. This is a critical hit, so two of them.
Oh my
So
gosh.
two of them walking side by side, doing jazz hands to light up the lamps. They both see you. They both turn around, and they both give you nice finger guns.
Nice. Can I slip them a note saying like where I'm staying like tonight?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
All right, I slipped them a note saying where our room is and where I'm staying and what time probably they could show up tomorrow or tonight.
I facepalm.
Doesn't matter, by the way, like which gender they are. I don't fucking care.
No,
I'm gonna shoot you a dirty look.
there's both a man and a woman there. They're both
All right,
human,
that's
at least it
perfect.
looks like.
Perfect.
Human or similar.
I'm
Hum-
sitting here
human are close
putting my
enough.
dice in my hand, about to roll for shit. I'm
Roll
an
for
idiot.
dirty look. Roll for dirty look, because we're sharing a room.
Roll for jealousy.
Roll for jealousy.
That'd just be a naked. That wouldn't put. I wouldn't put any modifiers on that, would I?
I don't believe so. No,
Yeah.
that'd just be you.
No.
I mean, you can roll for jealousy. You can roll for.
You could also just be.
rage.
You could also just be jealous.
You could also just be jealous.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot you a dirty look. You know what it means.
Should I roll to see if I notice the dirty look?
Do you notice the dirty
goes my
look?
guy.
You don't have to roll for it.
I'm gonna say no, because like I'm
You're absorbed.
passing the note. It's not so much that I'm absorbed, just that like Kirch is behind me, so I can't really see behind myself.
That's true.
Because I stepped forward to go give the note to them.
So after flirting with the city workers,
Of course.
you find yourselves about, a good 5-minute walk later in the Harbor District. The Harbor District is the poor area of the city. Most people dock their ships here, and unlike most, the lettering begins backwards here. It starts with Z and all the way down is A.
So
Would anyone like to-
a
Whatever
long
the
walk.
equivalent is in the common tongue.
What?
Pardon?
I said, or whatever the equivalent to our alphabet is in this world.
So how big is the common tongue alphabet? Because that could be a lot of docs.
26.
Yeah, it's just the English alphabet.
By an extreme
That's boring.
coincidence, it's the Latin alphabet.
No, that's Celestial.
Wait, is it?
Okay.
Yeah, Celestial's Latin.
No, I'm saying just
Or Latin or
those
Greek.
letters.
Hmm?
Isn't? Are,
He's talking about the Latin alphabet, as in
Oh,
the same alphabet we use.
Yeah, the Latin
I was like,
alphabet is
that
the
is
alphabet
what
that
it's
we use.
Oh,
called,
yeah.
right? I'm not making this shit up.
no, you are correct. I just
That's okay.
blanked out there.
Yeah,
All right, so
it's all good now. We figured it out.
we did. We worked together.
We cracked the code of understanding the same words.
What a time to be alive. So, so you can see like there's some very large galleys. Joe, you see your small fishing boat docked in Harbor G where you docked it.
Oh, you got a boat? Fuck.
He's a fisherman.
It's a small, humble fishing boat. Nothing super fancy, but
Like, are we talking a
Job
dinghy
done.
or like one of the like it's got a cabin
Like
and
a
everything?
yacht, but
it's got
like
a small cabin where I usually sleep. It's just got a little hammock in there. But
Like, are we talking like something that could be crewed by like 5-6 people, or are we talking like it's just a dinghy for you to go out with your net?
5 people could feasibly fit on it.
5 people in a cat, maybe. Like just
Yes,
ballpark
just-
number. Just like
just-
I don't know.
So what you're saying is-
hypothetically, I could fit 5 stowaways and a cat.
Yeah,
Let's-
just like I don't know. In case that ever happens.
You know, and, like let's say that we attach wheels
All right,
to this boat,
we have our early game form of transportation, right?
and we attach wheels to this boat,
We make the cat pull it.
and we make the cat big. The cat's we enlarge person the cat.
Large person or not, I still only have 10 strength.
So we enlarge person me, the Dragonborn,
That's gonna go bad.
with 20 strength.
That couldn't possibly go wrong.
Well, I mean, I have 15 strength, and then you combine that with my rage.
I got 20 strength, motherfucker.
The angriest
decided
ox.
to work out who would be best to pull this boat.
I'm driving
The
the
boat
boat.
attached wheels to it, by the way. We have to attach wheels to it first.
That's not gonna be too hard.
Although
Attach-
honestly, guys, I will seriously tell you, it works a lot better if you just let the wind push it or pull it, whatever you want to say.
I have a wind spell.
So what we're saying,
Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
we're Wind Wakering this shit.
Oh yeah,
Except-
cross country.
not like we're Wind Wakering it across land. We're gonna become land pirates.
Let's do it.
We sail across
So more
the
like Spirit
countryside.
Tracks.
We sail across the countryside, righting wrongs.
Dude, we can get like halfway across this continent in like no time.
We're getting so far ahead of ourselves right now.
There's also a giant inland sea.
Yeah, but this way we can like go off the sea. Like everybody's like, oh yeah, like those guys. As long as we're away from the sea, as long as we're away from the coastline, we're safe. But little do they know, we can sail all the way to them.
We can like they're like, oh, we're safe on land. Like, no, we come out of the water with our wheels.
They'll never see it coming.
It's a great plan. It's a good plan. You know, just in case that ever becomes a factor that we need to take care of. We
Yeah,
know
so
how
I-
to do it.
So essentially, we're
Hypothetically
making a duck.
Yeah,
We're making we'll make this fishing boat into a duck.
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Is the
Alright,
name
so put that
is
put that
the-
plan on the back burner.
is this name of this humble fishing boat happen to be the Duck?
Doesn't have a name, but it can be given one.
Every ship
We're
has
gonna
a
paint
name.
duck
Come
on it.
on.
We're gonna just paint a duck on it.
Want to do it now?
No, because we gotta find that barge. We'll do that
So
later.
don't have paint.
Also, it's not our boat. We haven't quite gotten
My
ingratiated
entertainment
enough
pack
to
comes
each
with
other to
candles.
Just fuck
We
with
could-
each other's shit.
We could, melt some wax to make letters.
What?
We haven't become close enough friends yet to fuck with each other's shit. Is the
Right.
other problem
Maybe we can use parts from the tank to make
to make
Oh,
to
yeah.
make the duck?
I mean,
maybe the tank has wheels we could use.
We could armor plate it with plating from the tank, and give the tank's wheel.
We could attach
We
the
have an
slingshot to it.
armor-plated-
Wait, did
We
you
have
just
an
say-
armor-plated fishing boat that can go on land.
We got it, dude.
Did we bring the tank with us? I don't think we did.
No,
We
didn't
did
bring
not.
the tank
We left
with
it
us, but
behind.
it's like it's back there.
It's
we
like
can
we
do this later.
We can like see it, right?
We can
Yeah, you-
go back to it. We know where it is.
I mean, it's about a 5-minute walk away, so that
like we could just
can't
go
be
do
more than a
that.
quarter of a mile.
And honestly, who's gonna touch it?
No one. We should have put our names on it before we left.
Oh,
then no
shit.
one would touch it.
Don't touch my
Just
stuff.
imagine the gnomes get back and see that we wrote our names on it. It's just like, well, shit, we lost the tank.
Damn it!
You know
there
what?
goes.
You know what? I'm gonna dash back real quick. I'm just gonna fucking do that. I'm just gonna write it out there with like a bit of charcoal. I'm
Alrighty.
just gonna write,
Hey, you write your names on it, and
and then
unbeknownst to you, off screen, as you guys are traveling to Dock A, the gnomes come back. You're like, "Fuck,
the
man!"
cat take a piss on it.
So the
we're
gnomes,
good, man.
the
Hey,
no,
he's got to mark his territory.
I feel like that would be slightly more effective than just the name because they won't want it back if it's like cat piss.
Yeah,
Bring the cat with you.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Have
do
the
it
cat
inside
piss on the tank. The cat just had a bunch of beer. It's got to piss like a racehorse. Like, if you think about it.
Yeah, that
6 hours of heavy drinking.
side.
Okay.
Having
So-
fun.
Accomplished so
Okay.
little.
So
Okay.
after marking your territory in more than one way,
In multiple, all forms that the gnomes would recognize.
Gotta cover all your bases.
so as you guys are traveling back to on your way to Dock A, off screen, the gnomes come back like, Dude, we left our tank here, didn't we? Yeah, but that's not our tank. It doesn't have our names on it. Also, ours smells like dog piss. Someone says, fuck Barry, you're right. This ain't our tank. We have to find out where we parked it.
Okay, question. Do they have the ability to differentiate that?
Hmm?
Do they have the ability to differentiate between dog piss and cat piss?
You don't know.
Clearly.
This is off screen. You don't know.
True. Alright,
See, that's
For what
the
reason would
intelligence
they have to
in
lie
them.
about
But
that?
don't underestimate the power of Gnome Blight.
Look, we've marked it. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna make the duck later.
That's
Armored duck.
really good plan on the back burner.
The Mighty Ducks. We're gonna become the
The
Mighty
Mighty Ducks.
Oh my
so
god.
Did that start Emilio of Estevez?
I think so.
It did. It did.
It did. Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
Anywho,
So,
what were we doing?
traveling to Dock.
Dock A.
Yeah, traveling to Dock A. So, I am going to roll one of my DM dice, which is behind the screen.
As in, it's a real dice.
It's an actual dice. If I could actually find it, hold on a second. Ah, shit.
Why didn't you just?
I didn't
bring
take.
it
I
in?
didn't take them out, did I? Oh well. I'll just roll in here.
Blasphemy.
Alrighty, so as you guys are walking to Dock A, you hear
Walking into Dock A.
You hear footsteps behind you,
Okay.
and you see a group of 3 figures behind you, all dressed in cloaks. One of them steps forward and says, "Give us what we want, and no one gets hurt."
What do you
I
want?
got to be That's about it, mate.
Well,
do you
depending
want?
what you want, yeah.
We want your coin purses.
Oh,
What else?
yeah. So let me just get my money out of it then.
No. With your money inside the coin purse, good sir.
These must be beggars. Yes, I'm afraid that I've already given to the shelter.
Oh, well, I'm
if
I'm
you
afraid we
want, I
don't
can-
belong to that shelter.
Yeah, Alex, real quick, while they're going on about this, can I go into stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, are they gonna notice a cat? Are they
Can
gonna
I also
fucking
go into
care?
stealth?
They're really not going to notice the cat. Yeah, you can also go into stealth, Tom.
Richard, I
Alright.
don't think you need to roll stealth.
I think you could just be a cat and just
No,
fucking walk around.
you're just a cat.
As
I'm
far
gonna
as they know,
dart.
you're just a fucking cat.
I'm gonna dart behind some boxes that are stacked up nearby.
Alrighty.
I'm going to cast Disguise Self. Go for. I want to go for an animal about my size because we kind of
Wait.
decided to house rule that as long as it was about the same size. I could
Okay,
get away
but
with
they're
that.
they're right in front of you. They see you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they'll
Yeah,
see
they've
you
already
transform.
Well,
You gotta. Look, we're just gonna see if we can confuse them. I'm just gonna see if I can confuse the fuck out of them.
Like, no.
then I will help confuse them by transforming into a deer.
They are shocked but not confused.
Like, oh shit, this guy's got magic.
So you got magic, eh? That means you got magic items. We want them instead. Hand over all your valuables, and we won't shank you. See?
I just
At this point,
lightly,
I whip out my paddle.
I just kind of hold up my axe, my big battle axe,
Mhm.
and also I start, flaming a bit around my mouth.
All right, I
Keep
pull
in
my
mind that
bow out of.
paddle
All
has.
Can I roll for intimidation?
Yeah, go ahead.
right, I pull my bow out of its quiver and knock an arrow.
Okay.
I pull out my paddle, which has like a sharp iron tip, so it's effectively a lighter but weaker battle axe.
No, I think we house ruled that it does the same damage as the battle axe, just does bludgeoning damage instead because of the paddle.
All right, I got a total of 13 on my intimidation.
All right.
All right, and then
And there,
what do I roll for? Can I roll for intimidation as well?
remember,
you could assist me.
you can assist him or you can roll separately.
I'll roll separately.
All right, do
Alright.
it.
You're
And
doing your own
that's-
barbarian thing.
That's plus which one?
It's your charisma plus. It's your. Are you proficient in intimidation?
No.
All right, so it's just gonna be your charisma score.
And
Oh, good lord.
yeah, so you could just assist me instead.
All right, I'll assist you then.
All right.
Alright, so I'm
I'll
gonna
get it.
roll a second one.
Burn through something. All right.
So you don't have to type anything, KV.
Okay.
Alright, 13 is gonna be the higher one.
All right. 18. You mean? Oh wait, no, 13. Yeah. So
Yeah,
13. Yeah, you start making a show of yourself. You know, you bare your teeth. You start flailing around the mouth. You hold out your great battle axe, and the first mugger whips out his long sword, and the two behind him both whip out crossbows, and they aim it at
Alright, fire breath.
you. First, roll for initiative.
Ah, shit.
Whoa.
All right.
So-
I'm training my arrow on one of the guys with crossbows.
You know, I think I'm gonna make transform into a deer my default panic action.
I got a total of 1.
Wow.
Wow.
So, that ain't gonna go very well.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be last, I guess.
Also, I love my +7 to initiative.
All right. So let's see here.
Matt still has to roll.
Rolling for initiative is that dexterity?
Yeah, it's just a D20 plus your dexterity,
Okay.
Okay.
Or if you're
and you don't have to say.
Hey, all right.
and you don't-
16.
You don't have to say rolling for initiative because your name's just right next to it.
Oh damn it, Richard! You and I have to roll a D. I have to re-roll.
Yeah, but wait until everyone else is done. Tom, you also have to roll for initiative.
Or what? What's the
D20
bonus?
plus your dexterity.
Plus dexterity.
Bonus.
All right,
Dexterity bonus.
So am I just taking a roll plus dexterity bonus?
Richard, how do you have 7?
It's my dex plus my charisma.
He's a swashbuckler. That's one of the things I can
Oh yeah.
Fucking swashbuckling cat.
do. All right, I think that's everyone. So
Yeah, that is
that's everyone.
six.
So first is going to be Evan.
First, we need to re-roll, right?
Yeah.
We need to
Richard and Matt, please roll against each other. See who gets the higher result.
Just flat.
Yeah,
Sir,
just a flat d20. Both of you just roll a flat d20.
And also,
Okay, so it's gonna be Richard.
we
Then-
need to get Richard like some kitty gauntlets, so you can scratch him.
It's gonna be
Yeah, like
Richard,
little gauntlets, so you can scratch them.
then Matt, then Joe, then Tom, then Max. All right,
And then the muggers are somewhere in there.
and then I'm going to roll for all. So because there's only 3 of them, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for all 3. Yep. Roll d20. This will be for Mugger 1.
So you got a crit fail, so that means he's behind even me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mugger 2.
Wow.
Let's see Mugger 3.
Mugger 3.
Watch it be a
Crit
nat
if it's
20.
Oh, it almost was. It almost was.
Damn it!
So the first one is actually going to be Mugger 1.
Okay, so Mugger 1's
But they
first.
still
Mugger
go-
1. So Mugger 1 first. Then other 2 Muggers last. Okay.
So they still go all. They essentially all go at once. It's just.
No, they don't all go
One
at
of
once.
them
They're all
gets
going
first.
separately.
Well, no, I'm just saying, it worked out that all of them go in a row, and then all of us,
Oh, it did actually.
essentially,
Yeah.
because
So-
they're first and last. That's kind of funny.
So the Mugger in front is the one who won, and he's going to charge at. He's going to charge at Max, who I keep forgetting the name of Volton. He's going to charge at Volton, and he's going to swing his long sword.
It's Voltan, actually.
Voltan, sorry.
It's Vultan.
Voltan.
It's like vacuum.
He's gonna swing his long sword and he's gonna do it two-handed. That's a miss.
Yeah,
So-
that is a miss. I have 18 AC, so yeah.
So he kind of charges towards you very sloppily, and you just easily sidestep his swing.
Well, could I block it with my shield instead?
Yeah, you could do that
Sense.
instead.
Like I just block it with my shield, like boom.
Kong. All right. Next up is Evan.
I'm gonna use vicious mockery on him because he just missed, or well, because he didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, do it.
Alrighty.
Say, what do you insult him with? What's sick burn?
I don't know exactly, but something about the fact that he couldn't manage to do any damage. I don't know.
Come on, insult him.
Grandmother
Like-
could hit harder.
Like you've seen your grandmother hit harder. You've seen
Yeah.
You've seen
Let's go with
an
that. That's
elderly
actually a good
gnome
one.
with a better swing.
Your mother
You've
was a
seen-
hamster,
you've-
and your father smelled of elderberries.
You've literally seen like gnomes that are high on gnome blight do more damage with less shit today.
Yeah,
I don't know.
insult him. Give him a good insult.
I like the I've seen grandmas hit hard.
All right, say it. Fucking do it. Do it. Tell him.
Tell that gnome what for.
I guess
The
I
gnome
don't
or
know.
just a mugger?
Sorry, tell that mugger what for. Not that gnome.
Wait, did you just let slip that they're gnomes?
No, they're not gnomes.
Okay.
It's just all three of them are actually two gnomes stacked on top of each other.
This is they're the 6 gnomes.
From earlier. It's revenge for pissing on their tank.
You know what? Yeah, that's right now.
Oh man. Fuck. So does that mean that there's actually like 6 dudes, or is this just like
They were two
We can
dudes stacked on top of each other, but when he swung, you knew that wasn't the swing of a full-grown man. That was the swing of a gnome, and viewing into their cloaks, you can indeed see the scrunched face of a gnome.
shit? I just doubled our opponents, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Alrighty, so because now they have doubled, the second gnome in the first stack is also going to go.
Ah, shit.
And he pulls out a small dagger and attempts to stab the shit out of Volton's knees. That's going to be a roll d. Nope. That shit. There we go. Roll d20 plus 4.
So did he just crit fail trying to attack me?
He
Did he
did,
just-
yes. So
Did he stab himself or something, or
he goes to what are you wearing, Max?
I am wearing chainmail.
So he attempts to stab through your chainmail, but you can see the dagger he's wielding is not one of the greatest quality. It just snaps right against the chainmail, and he looks at it and he's like, "I could have sworn this was bigger." All right, next up is that was after Evan. So now it's Richard. Richard.
All right, so the one of them that's holding the crossbow. I'm guessing he's going to be standing on his friend's legs.
Standing on his shoulders, more like.
Shoulders.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But you can certainly assume that the gnome on the bottom is actually doing a handstand.
so that he is standing
Okay,
on
I'm
their
going
legs?
to bite his wrists. Does that count as a sneak attack?
It's certain. Well, no, because you have no allies within 5 feet of you, and even though you are a swashbuckler, technically speaking, there is another creature within his radius, so you don't get the sneak attack on him. You can, however, bite the ankles of the one wielding the sword.
Fuck. Wow, I really fucked this up for everybody. I'm gonna
I'm gonna go for the one that's holding the sword then.
Are you going for the one on top or the one on bottom?
One on bottom. I'm going to chomp on his like Achilles tendon.
Alrighty, do so. Yep, easily hits. Roll for damage. Be sure to include your sneak attack, which I'm pretty sure you can just chain dice rolls. So you could probably just do exclamation point and roll. 1d4. Yeah, there you go. Yep, there you go. 10
I'm gonna
damage.
use my bonus action to hide once again.
Alrighty. So you chomp on this gnome's ankle, and he just screams out in pain. Ah! And he falls to the ground holding his ankle, dropping his friend, who takes...
Does the friend land on top of him?
I'll roll a serendipity die for that.
He only took 1 damage, so he might very well have just like landed on top of him.
So
Softens the blow.
Yeah, I'll just do that. So he lands right on top of his friend, making his pain's friend worse, and by cushioning his own fall. It's like, I don't remember the stone being this soft.
It's not, you idiot.
Next up is Matt.
That what you can do?
Okay, so
What you
we've got
gonna
the
do?
one stack is done, right? Or it's being taken care of, essentially.
There's the one in
They're
front of
in
me.
disarray.
One gnome is down.
Okay.
One gnome's not fighting anymore. He's got a boo-boo.
He's got a boo-boo.
There's a stack of gnomes with the crossbow still, and then there's the stack of gnomes with the longsword and the dagger that are still in front of me.
But the dagger one is a little bit out of commission.
Because he,
Yeah, I feel like they're
fucking-
both prone, right?
The one who landed on his friend is not prone, but the one who landed is prone, and he you can tell he doesn't really want to fight anymore.
he's down. He's done.
Alright, I'm gonna use Primal Savagery.
Okay.
Give a little explanation of what it does.
Primal Savagery is where I channel primal magic that causes my teeth and or fingernails to sharpen. Ready to deliver a corrosive attack, I make a melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 acid damage. After you make the attack, your teeth or fingernails return to normal. So they're 5 feet away from me, right?
Oh yeah,
Or
certainly.
you can move. You could definitely move that far at least.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just
what's
walk
it-
up to this guy.
Hey, what's it called again?
Primal Savagery.
It's a Xanathar spell.
Oh, shit.
Essentially, he gets a 1d10 acid bite melee spell attack.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. So make your attack roll.
Alright. And I have a question. Does that... If I bite someone, since I have bite,
Well, no, because it's a separate
No.
action.
it is a separate action, isn't it?
Yeah, they're 2 separate actions.
Okay.
So this is a different bite. We'll just say that you're buffing up your normal biting ability.
Okay.
Just roll your attack.
Yeah. Dice rolls. Roll. D10.
Did you roll an attack roll first?
Yeah, oh, I keep forgetting to do that.
Yeah, you gotta roll d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Plus your
Because
proficiency.
it's a spell. Yeah, plus your proficiency because it's a spell.
Roll D20 plus 5.
14.
Yeah, that easily hits.
Alright, now roll
What was that
1d10.
feminine sigh?
I don't think it was me. If it was me, you would have known it.
What's that sigh?
It's me.
Courage
1d10.
just like channels his inner.
Yeah. 1d10.
Come
What
on,
did-
broski, you can do it.
I'm trying, okay? Okay. 9.
9.
9, alright. So,
Damn,
so-
9
so-
acid
so-
damage.
so you reel your head back. Your normally pretty tame lizard folk mouth slowly turns into a vicious jaw laden with several teeth, and you just chomp down. And which gnome are you attacking? The one with the longsword?
Yeah.
chomp down right in his arm, and he just goes ah.
You Komodo drag into his ass.
You Komodo
Can
dragon.
it be
his
the
ass.
arm? Never mind. Can it be the arm he was holding the longsword in?
Yeah,
Was
he was wielding it in both hands.
Yeah. Oh, it's the longsword. Duh.
So it can't not be the arm that he was wielding the longsword with, in other words.
So you
Unless
bite
he
both
has
his
a
arms.
third arm.
Unless that is a ripped gnome.
He isn't. So you
He's got a
chomp.
third arm sticking out of his back.
So you
He's
chomp.
actually holding a candle.
So you chomp down on both of his arms. And you can see that the bite marks your magical teeth laid into are starting to fester.
Yes.
And he just lays down on the ground here. He appears to be unconscious. You hope.
Does he topple?
He
Does he
he's,
topple over?
he was already toppled over the one with the longsword. The ones that are still stacked are the two crossbow ones in the back.
Okay.
All right,
Is the dude with the dagger still out of commission, or is he just
Yeah,
like
he's
or
out of
that
commission.
just a movement?
he's out of commission.
Okay.
Next up is Joe. What are you doing?
So let me get this straight. There's the one with the long sword has already been knocked down to the ground, and there's one with the crossbow that's already kind of being taken care of. But isn't there a third one that really hasn't been attacked yet?
Okay, so the one stack has been taken care of, and that was the one with the longsword and the dagger. They're gone.
Yeah.
There's two in the back, both of them with crossbows.
Yeah.
You don't know what weapons the gnomes on the bottom have, if any.
Alright, so I'm going to go over to one of the crossbow ones and basically straight hit the middle of the bottom gnome to try to knock it out from under the top gnome.
Okay, yeah. Roll an attack roll.
Alright.
Now, okay, so here's a question for you. So normally you can choose to shove, but you forego doing damage. So, do you want to shove them but not do damage? Direct damage, that is.
No,
Or-
I'm gonna nail him with my paddle.
Okay, yeah, making a regular attack roll then.
Alright, so that's 3d20.
Hold up.
3d12, sorry.
No. That's for
damage?
recovering. You want to roll 1d20 plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency modifier.
It's 2, then what's my proficiency modifier?
Plus 2.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So it'll be a d20 plus 4.
Alright.
You have to type an exclamation point roll first.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you knew, why didn't you do it?
Because I didn't remember until then.
Boy. But yeah,
So
that
he knows
hits.
now.
Yeah, that hits. So, a battle axe does... Is it a d10? And are
Yeah.
you
Oh, no,
wielding
it's,
it
the
one...
D- it's a D10 if he's wielding it two-handed, a D8 if he's wielding it one-handed.
It's
Are you-
two-handed.
Alright, so roll 1d10 plus your strength modifier.
Alright. Hey, alright.
Alright.
Hey, alright.
Strength, you said?
Yep, strength modifier. Alright, so you swing your paddle around your head and you give him a good whoosh, smack right in the center of the two of them. You hit the hands of one and you hit the legs of the other. And you start to wobble the tower a little bit, and I'm gonna roll a dexterity saving throw for them.
The gnomes.
The gnomes.
The gnomes.
They keep their cool.
Fuck.
They manage to stay solid. Alright, next up is Thomas.
Thomas?
Alright, so there's still that other tower that is...
There's two towers.
Yeah. So I'll go after the one that KB did not attack.
Alright, go for it. Roll it. Make
And
an attack.
so I'm going to loose
And-
my arrow at the gnome on top.
Alright, do so.
Alright, so what am I rolling for that?
That is a d20 plus your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency modifier.
Alright, so you said 1d20 plus dexterity modifier and
Proficiency modifier.
so plus 6.
Mhm. barely hits. Make roll your damage, which is 1d6. And because you were yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, does it also add his dex to that?
Yeah, you add your dexterity to that damage.
Oh.
So it's just
do you
plus
want me
4.
to just add it on manually?
Yeah, you just add it on manually. So it'll be plus 4, right?
So it'll be 5.
Yeah.
You did a total of 5 damage.
So normally the shot would have just grazed him, but due to your great alacrity, you managed to correct your shot right before you let it loose, and it slices right across his shoulder. And does he keep his balance? Roll d20 plus 3. He does not. From this arrow, he loses his balance from the pain and falls over on his butt, dealing. Oh shit!
Roll.
Roll.
Roll. Roll. Roll. Roll.
He lands backwards, cracking his head against the street, and appears to be knocked out.
The arrow is mightier than the paddle.
And next up is Max.
Oh boy. Okay, so how many? So I'm guessing it's two gnomes are left.
There's 3.
There's 3 left.
There's 1 stack and 1 bottom gnome that you don't know what he has.
Wait. My stack's done.
Your stack is done. The top
Richard
one,
Young
the top
over.
one of one of the crossbow ones are gone.
Okay.
But the other tower still stands strong, and 1 gnome still stands strong. From
All right. Because I don't want to just kill these guys because they seem kind of just like they're high and a little bit angry. Like this is Rowdy McRowderson territory.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick one. I'm gonna kick the one that's on the bottom of another tower.
Well, there's only one tower
roll.
left.
Yeah, there's only 1 tower left.
Well, I'm gonna kick that tower then. I'm gonna kick that guy.
All right, make an attack roll.
All right.
You're
so is that
you're
gonna
only
be,
going
like-
to do 1 damage because you're not a monk or have a
It's
feat.
1. It's 1 plus my strength modifier.
That is true. So make an attack roll first to see if you actually hit.
Do I just add strength to that?
Yeah, it's your strength. And yeah, I'll say add your proficiency because everyone knows how to goddamn kick. Especially something that's smaller than them.
Oh.
So, you indeed kick something that's smaller than you.
Wait, do I kick like? Wait, is this gonna be like I kick a rock and hurt myself, or because I'm not wearing proper boots, or is this I'm gonna kick at the wrong thing?
You're kicking at Sobies. Your foot goes haywire, and you just kind of knock the dwarf on the ass with your foot.
Well, wait, doesn't he get to roll like a dex save to get out of the fucking way?
No, because you crit fail, so you just tap him on the ass with your foot.
Oh, okay, so this is like.
You realize your mistake, and you basically just slap him on the ass
Well,
before you
know
do
what?
any major damage.
You know what? Even when I fail, I win. I got a feel of his ass. How's it feel?
KV, if you would be a deer and roll for ass firmness.
Roll for ass, please.
And that would be a D20
And
plus your constitution.
How firm is it, and how juicy is it?
What exactly did I just miss when I accidentally locked my laptop?
Oh, you fool.
All right, so KV is
D20
currently
plus
rolling.
Constitution.
Yeah, D20 plus your constitution modifier.
KV is currently rolling for ass
firmness.
Okay. How did that happen?
Damn.
Oh, that is a real firm ass.
That's
Roll
a
for juicy.
that's a tight dwarven ass.
Can we roll for juiciness and deliciousness of ass as well? Because those are separate factors.
Dude, don't make it weird.
It's already weird.
It's already
It's
weird.
already
I'm just
weird.
making it-
It's the
But
first session.
but we've already established that his ass is firm. You can't establish juiciness from one touch.
Thick Timmy, am I right?
Especially a foot.
I'm pretty sure shit started getting weird when we got a cat drunk. Like,
Yeah.
And then
It's
we
just
also
all been downhill
suggested
from that.
making. We also suggested. I suggested armored land sail.
It was a joint effort.
It was a joint effort.
It was not all you.
Man, fuck
How
you.
dare
I
you?
was taking the blame, not the credit.
Piss on it.
So, now it's the gnome's turn, all three of them. And the first one, from the stack that just got toppled, he looks over to his friend and he digs into his little vest pocket. And he pulls out a little vial.
Oh no.
He sticks his finger in it,
No.
sticks a bit in his nose, snorts, and you see his pupils grow gigantic.
Fuck.
He grabs a stone from the ground, and you can see him aiming carefully. He looks so focused,
Uh-oh.
and he tosses it.
Who?
The dice will decide.
Well, I'm wondering like who he's aiming at.
he carefully aims and throws it right into the middle of the group, and the stone lands unceremoniously into the water.
I watch it sail, and I look back at him, and I just shake my head. Like I'm disappointed by this battle already.
The dwarf with the crossbow attempts to bash the dwarf in front of him with the butt of it. He fails. I already know. Then the one below him is going to pull out a dagger and attempt to stab the dwarf in front of him. And what is your No, wait. No, it still misses. So KV, so the first one attempts to butt you in the head with the crossbow. However, he just doesn't quite have the reach and just ends up kind of nudging the air in front of you. And the second one pulls out a dagger and attempts to shank you, and it just slides right off your pectorals.
Damn, that's some nice abs, man. I'm noticing. I'm taking notice of this.
You Myron?
Oh yeah. Okay, like you can't just not admire abs that a knife slides off of.
Where you can rock slide down those abs.
You can grind meat on those.
Yeah. You're not sure if it slid off because of improper, stabbing procedure, or if the abs are just that solid.
That intrigues
I
me.
don't know why,
Question.
but I love the
Very
phrase
intriguing.
stabbing procedure.
Stabbing procedure.
This is intriguing. This is the question that's gonna keep me up at night.
Alright, next up is Evan. You are currently a deer that has vicious mockery someone. Which I imagine sounds like ah.
Let's see, what all is left again? So there were obviously there's still the stack by
There's three gnomes left. One of them is by himself. The other two are still in a stack. The two in a stack are in front of the dwarf.
And have been weakened.
Alright, so what things have caused stacks to fall over?
Damaging them pretty much.
No, I mean specifically how were they damaged?
I hit one of them in the shoulder with an arrow.
Yeah. What was the other one?
The other one got bitten in the leg by Richard.
Okay, so I don't have a bow, but I have teeth, and I saw that worked. So I'm going to
you're
try-
not an actual deer. It's
No,
an
I know.
illusion. Okay.
I know.
What we mean is like
Wait.
I'm just saying, I'm not a creative person, but
You
I
want-
saw that biting one made them fall over.
You want to beak one of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't
Alright.
have teeth.
Roll an
is
attack
this
roll.
like is this just gonna be a regular? Is this gonna be like punching them?
No, I am going to bite them in the knee or in the.
Make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
That's gonna be a D20 plus your strength modifier. Unfortunately, your beak is not a finesse weapon.
Okay, strength of 1. That don't seem like it's gonna work too well.
No.
You attempt to peck at them, and the gnome kind of lazily moves to the side. Says, "You ain't gonna make chicken seed out of me."
Oh,
You
they
gave it your
even
best
gotta
shot.
come back in for that.
It's alright, friend.
Next up is Richard. What does the cat do?
So as he's gloating at the Kenku, I'm going to do exactly what the Kenku should have done. Bite him.
All right, make an attack roll.
Oh, dude, you could sneak attack the other guy. Could you?
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
So am I sneak attacking this guy because Evan's close enough to me?
Yeah, Evan's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That
So-
seems like a good bite.
you go a little bit crazy, and you really want to show this Kenku how to bite. You go for the jugular. He's dead.
Then I use my bonus action to hide.
The dwarf below him falls to the ground, and he just looks at his friend, recently having his throat ripped out by a house cat. And he lays down his crossbow. He's like, "Man, I just wanted some money." And the other one goes, "Man, I'm real smart right now, and I think I'm gonna give up."
Wait, how many are left? There's
The
two
two.
of them left? Are they both giving up or just one of them?
Both of them giving up.
Alright,
MVP right here.
damn. Yeah, like all I did was feel up a guy's ass.
I bit someone.
Yeah.
That was pretty
A
fun.
lot of biting in this party.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went with our strengths, okay?
I don't have weapons. I can't use weapons. I have no hands.
Look, we had the lizard folk and the cat who both have mouths full of sharp teeth, bite,
And I'm proficient in that because, they're my teeth.
and I tried to kick a guy.
You
know,
just
'cause I'm
kind of
big.
felt up his ass.
Yes, yeah.
Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, I had a great
Did you
time.
learn things?
I've learned things, and I'm glad I have a cod piece right now.
Make friends.
In this battle, I like how my contribution was I turned into a deer, made fun of someone, and attempted to bite someone.
I think the insult did do damage, though, did it?
It did, yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah, you did hit him.
And it's
You did
psychic
hurt him.
damage.
Okay.
His feelings were hurt.
Oh.
I shot an arrow.
All right, well, I guess let's
I
check
guess
and
that's
see
it.
if all these gnomes are dead or not.
The only one that's dead is the one that had his throat ripped out.
Is what?
The only one that was dead was the last one that Richard bit. He's just dead.
Oh fuck!
But the other ones are still alive,
I feel really
just
bad
unconscious.
Cause like this guy, he's just mad that we pissed in his tank, and now he's fucking dead.
Damn.
But look, man, look, guys, we just wanted some money, okay?
I'm gonna start cleaning off my face.
Gross. I know how cats do that. Gross.
Well,
What are you talking about? I lick my hand and then I wipe my face.
Yeah, that's.
And then
gross.
you lick your hand again.
Which is now covered in gnome blood.
Hey, shit's tasty.
Fuck.
Question: Is there
Rich in
traces of
iron.
gnome blight in the gnome blood that Richard is licking?
ooh, that's a good question. Let's see.
Is Richard about
Roll
to
it,
be
roll it,
squished
roll,
for like 3
roll a
seconds?
Constitution save, Richard, to see if you get high off the residual gnome blade.
Oh fuck.
I don't know.
You
Is 10 enough?
you feel a little rush for about a couple seconds, but it slowly subsides.
It's like a zing of flavor. It's like a flavor zing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sniffing paint.
And the gnome that attempted to throw the rock, you can see him working vigorously on the floor, and he appears to be covering a rock in gnome blight. And he's like,
I'm just gonna pick this guy up.
He's like, no, I'm onto something. You see, if this stuff makes me smart, imagine how smart the rock could be. If I cover it in enough, it might even be able to seek out its own targets.
I just start rocking him side to side and humming. I'm not singing. I'm humming.
Are you off key again?
I don't know, am I?
I'm cleaning my teeth. I'm not worried about that right now.
Should I roll for seeing if I do this right?
You don't want to.
Yeah,
sorry,
roll it.
you don't have to, I should say.
Where's the fun in that?
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not trying. I'm just trying to be
That'd be a performance
Yeah.
roll.
to sleep, to rest.
Yeah, roll performance.
I'm not gonna roll for cleaning my teeth. I feel like I know how to do that.
Yeah,
13.
yeah. It's a decent lullaby. He doesn't go to sleep, but he's significantly calmed down. But he's like, but the rock.
Shh. It's
Oh,
all
and I guess I might as well go back to being a
dynamic.
Kenku.
Just rest. Shh. And I put my fingers over his eyelids and try and put them down.
He doesn't put them down, but he is significantly more calm. So as you're attempting to rockabye this gnome, and
Keep his eyes away from the dead one.
keep his eyes away, a man starts to walk towards you guys, and
Well, I'm gonna put down the gnome before he assumes some fetish stuff is going on here.
and you can tell by the clothes he's wearing he's some sort of city official. Anyone want to roll an intelligence check?
Yes.
Who else has high intelligence?
I have 15.
I've got 14.
I have 12, so I'm out.
Yeah,
So you know the rule: 2 people can roll, or 1 person can roll with advantage.
I say both of them roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Both of
See
you roll.
Who figures it out?
Keep making room to roll my dice. Oh my god.
Alright, so what am I rolling here? 1d20?
Yeah, plus your intelligence modifier.
Plus intelligence modifier 2.
If I have saving throw, do I add my proficiency?
No, this is just an intelligence check, not an intelligence saving throw.
Boo.
Wait a minute. Alright, so Matt, you know this guy. You've seen him walk around the city. This is the bailiff of Fenor.
Ah, fuck. You
And-
saw us fighting.
And with
What's his
him
name?
his name?
Yeah.
Matthew.
Really?
Really?
No, I'm saying
Really?
Matthew. No, I'm saying your name, Matthew.
Oh.
Like, because I completely forgot his name.
What's his name?
Kirch?
It wasn't Kirch, no.
Kirch is Matt's name.
I'm Kirch.
Well, yeah, you said Matt, right?
Let me pull up my notes real quick.
Make paper shuffling sounds. Hold on.
Hold on, here we go. I got
Play the Jeopardy theme?
It's got to be in here.
It's got me here somewhere. That was it.
I just kind of shook my character sheet a little bit. Because that's the piece of paper that I have.
His name is Albert Finkbottom.
What?
Albert Finkbottom.
That's a good name right there.
Does he have it because he has a fink bottom?
You can't see it from this angle.
Would I know that?
No.
Since I know. Well, I mean, if anyone would know, it would be Albert Finkbottom.
I know what a fink bottom is.
You know it's a family. You know it's a last name, and that's about it.
But is there a sexual term to this? Or
No.
Like a,
No,
or
there's
like
no
an
sexual
insult
term.
to this. You're such a fink bottom.
I assume you know what the word. I assume you know what the word "fink" means.
Did you see all those fink bottoms in there?
Yeah, what a bunch of fink bottoms.
Oh, now you're.
Look at
Okay.
that guy. Oh, look at him. He's so young. He's such a fucking fink bottom.
Holy shit!
Jesus. So, hey, we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
All right.
so,
So I'm going to say.
so Bailiff Finkbottom walks forward with a couple of guards in hand. He says, well, fighting in the street, roughing up the gnome population, are we?
No, actually.
They were trying to rough us up.
Yeah. No, like seriously.
Well, I think you better come with us. We have some questions to ask you regarding your tank.
Oh, the one that's illegally parked.
Yeah, you could say
Pissed
that.
on. That we.
Anyway, you're gonna be coming with us, and we'll be asking you a few questions, if that's quite all right, sirs.
Can it wait?
No.
What if I said that we just learned that there is an illegal drug being distributed and we're trying to stop that?
You have my attention, but we're gonna end it right here.
Okay.
Gonna end it before the conversation with Albert Finkbottom, the Finor bailiff.
All right.
So what have we accomplished this session, guys?
More like Albert Thickbottom.
Mm.
Right?
We
I don't know.
we had the duck idea.
We killed a gnome.
We
Yeah, be
killed
sure-
a
Our
gnome.
territory on a tank.
By the way, be sure you guys keep your own separate notes.
Okay.
I haven't even been keeping notes.
Always keep notes.
I don't have my notebook with me.
I have tank smells like cat piss.
I guess I will
so
write down some key points.
how detailed
including
of notes?
keep notes next time.
Yeah, how detailed of notes should we be keeping?
How detailed of notes do you want to keep? That's the question. These are for your benefit, not mine.
Hey, KV, what's your
Okay,
guys'
so-
name again?
Sobius.
Sobius?
So basically, any details that we would want to remember for the future.
Any details you want to remember for the future, be sure you write down. Because
Do what I do. Write him in the margins like an absolute madman.
All right,
fucking
so
Thorn's character sheet, goddamn.
The thing's an art piece. That's why it's hanging on my wall.
It really is. But anyway, we're gonna call the first session here. And
Alright.
we will continue this, hopefully, next week at the same time. And we will all see you in the next episode. Goodbye.